presentation is brought to you by Smoooth Productions.
What's going on, everyone? It is your boy Smoooth. That is Smoooth with 3 O's. Welcome to another edition of Smooth Conversations, where the conversations are always smooth. It is a beautiful, beautiful day here in the Lou. Great weather. Not expected to have anything over 90 in the next week or so. So thank God, as we're starting to transition from the hot summer days into the nice, cool, smooth fall season. And with that being said, this Smooth Conversations, once again, Smooth the 3 O's. It's a pleasure to be back. It's the first time that I've done this show in the TSC, the Sounders Experience, in quite some time. I want to say maybe in early June or maybe in May. So it feels good to be back. The last time that you saw me do an in-person show was back at the new Gamers Island building. I had Miss Latoya Sharin on the show, and it was an amazing conversation. Then, of course, 2 weeks ago, I had the Fluffy Girl founder, Miss Ebby Nicole Conversations. And for those watching for the very first time, thank y'all very much. I appreciate y'all. I need y'all right now to hit the like, hit the share, and let even more people know about Smooth Conversations right now, especially for my peoples on YouTube. Smooth Conversations, once again, Smooth with 3 O's. Like, subscribe, spread the word. We want to get many, many more subscribers to support what I'm doing right here with this show and with Smooth Productions. And for those who wonder, well, who in the hell are you? Well, I'm glad y'all asked. I am a producer. I do provide custom apparel. So y'all need some t-shirts done like what I'm wearing right now. Shouts out to the district. You need some DJing, and you like some professional DJing. My guests know a little bit about that. Need some audio visual, projector screens, need some lighting, need some smoke for your wedding or any type of event. I provide all that as well. Once again, sound engineer. Last week I had the pleasure of providing sound along with my bro man, someone who I look up to a lot from All in One Entertainment. Also a family member of our very own Kalanda K, DJ Code Zero. We did a big event down at the, what's the area called? Central West End. They had the Jazz and Blues Festival, and amazing time. I had the opportunity to be the sound engineer and hold that down, so it was incredible. Also, needed some podcasting, talk show teachings, or some work on getting your show together. I do that as well. And last but definitely not least, photography, videography, and drone services as well. So go to smoothproductions.com. Once again, Smooth the 3 O's, or throughout the show, you'll see a QR code. Go ahead and scan that, and let's connect. Let's make things happen. When you scan the QR code, you'll see all my links on from social media. If you want to even, maybe, send a little tip or something. I have the Venmo, I got the Cash App, I got Zelle. Zelle is my preferred choice, and the whole nine. So let's connect, let's collaborate, let's make some things happen. Once again, in regards to Smooth Conversations, every Thursday, whether it is a live show or it is the best of at 6 p.m., you will hear my voice on the district. Shouts out to my district radio family. Go to beatdistrictradio.com or download the app. Doesn't matter if it's on Apple, doesn't matter, iOS, doesn't matter if it's on Google, or, well, not Google, but Android. Make that happen. And definitely, once again, as I said before, go to Smooth Conversations on YouTube. If you put in if you put in 2 O's, you ain't gonna find me. So once again, 3 O's, Smooth Conversations. Like, subscribe, click on that bell, so anytime the conversation is live like it is right now, you'll be notified on any device that you are using. In regards to the district, it's been an amazing journey I've had so far, the 2nd year celebrating the station. We are the district family, and we truly are a family. We have live shows like you're hearing right now. We have amazing DJs that we go around, the area, do a lot of great community events, hosting our own events, and we hold things down. We have amazing podcasts from comedy podcasts, shouts out to Bigger Than the Stage, Shantae Love and Taji. We have teen radio. We have so many great shows, something for everyone. So check out the website, beatdistrictradio.com, or once again, download the app, and stay tuned for many more things that we have going down with the district. Speaking of the district, if you would like to become a sponsor of the district, shoot us an email, info@beatdistrictradio.com. You have different sponsorship tiers. Just imagine you're hearing this show or another show, and they have a segment, and it will say, this segment is brought to you by blank, your business. We can make that happen. So work with us, we work with you. Let's get the collaborations going by, once again, becoming a sponsor on the district. So enough about me for right now in the district. I know y'all, enjoy seeing my face. I appreciate it. Love hearing my voice for those tuned in on the, radio station or the app or whatever. But I know y'all here for another reason, because I have a lady here, and when I say this in the most respectful way, but she be outside, and not outside like, oh, I'm going to the nightclub. And no. She be outside doing her thing. She is an amazing artist. She is a model, a muse, a strategist. You know what I'm saying? As she says here, she is an artist defined by her presence and purpose. And when I say, once again, I have seen this woman do a lot of things, a lot of events that I've done, no matter if it's DJing or doing production events. Like I recently did some coverage for Maddie. And who I see up there, this guest here. But from what I've been understanding, doing some research, is that she is someone who will ride for you. She is someone who will support you. She is someone who's big on collaboration. Mm-hmm. And she's big on loving the STL and representing herself and her family and her peoples. And, tonight's show, I'm going to make sure, because I know that we have the verses going on at 8 o'clock Central Standard Time. So we're going to make sure that we get this conversation in so you can enjoy some Joe and some Donnell Jones. But in the meantime, we are going to enjoy a great conversation with a young lady that I look forward to knowing more about, because Smoooth Conversations, we always see what people are doing on stages, or hear them on radio, or see them on this or on social media, but we never get that reason why. We never get that behind the scenes, that journey of where they came from to present day and what they intend to do down the line. And that's what this show is about. I call this my ministry. I call this a true blessing that God has bestowed on me. I've been blessed to have so many great, amazing people from all different aspects of life. And tonight, does not change, as I have the honor to introduce to some, and for those for the first time. She goes by Iamkeysh, and how are you doing?
I'm doing well.
Yes.
Thanks for having me.
It is my pleasure. Thanks for being on. And as I said before, for those, leave comments, you know what I'm saying? And we see the comments coming in. You have any questions, got any funny stories, she gonna see it. And we gonna talk about it. We gonna interact. So the more that y'all comment, the more y'all show her love, the even smoother this show is gonna be. But first off, just how has your day been?
It has been a busy one. I do a lot of things. So I start my day with the gym. But, one of my favorite brands to work with right now, Mighty Kind. I popped out and did some promo for them for an event they have going on. I've been out and about today, honestly.
And I had to ask this question because as soon as you, was saying pretty much a busy and a whole nine, like I said, I follow you on social media, and not even just from your page, but other people's pages, and I see you always out doing your thing. So just talk about, how do you deal with that everyday grind of course, being a black woman, and being a part of that everyday grind of being outside and doing networking or doing modeling or being an artist yourself. Talk about that for you.
Well, listen, number one, I think Google is probably my best friend. That's my assistant. My calendar, one of my friends said it gave her a headache. Look at my calendar, but it's color blocked as far as the things I have going on, because you have to kind of be a jack of all trades or Jane of all trades if you really want to make it, especially in this economy now.
It's terrible, ain't it?
Oh yeah, well, and I've been out of work, professionally, because I was a data analyst for United Healthcare. I've been out of work since May of last year.
Really?
So you really see me outside because I'm grinding for sure to cover my lifestyle. So it's been a journey for sure. But because I am someone who likes to collaborate and network, opportunities kind of fall in my lap, thankfully. I have a great village support system. So between that, them looking out for my child, who I call my roommate, my 12-year-old son, I'm able to really finance my life by just being outside, like you said, and at these events, hosting and networking. And when you saw me at Maddie, I was covering the vending booth for Mighty Kind, helping doing samples. So whatever the day brings,
yeah,
I make it happen.
It's crazy because I was also in the pharmaceutical field.
Okay.
I used to, prior to February 18th of this year, I was working for Express Scripts for 15 years.
Oh.
And I got laid off.
Yeah, I had a homeboy as well.
Yeah,
Yep.
So I understand exactly what you mean. And like you said about this economy, it's something going on in this air over the last, especially the last 2 years or so, where you're just seeing so many, the spike of laying off is happening.
The gap is just coming up. The middle class is disappearing.
Yeah, and I mean, and I don't know if there's something going on because of that guy that's in D.C., but just seeing it from your perspective, just what are your thoughts in regards to this high spike that we're seeing? And now it's kind of like you're forced to have to be an entrepreneur to make it happen. Talk about that.
Yeah, I think a lot of us came up in a time where the American dream, and we were really taught to be individuals and go, but we got to make a way for community for sure now. Entrepreneurship, networking, and honestly probably getting some land and moving in together at this rate, because it's going to continue to happen from what I can tell. And honestly, a lot of it also has to do with AI. When I was in the field with United Healthcare and I saw it coming, I'm trying to warn them, but then also I kind of shifted my focus on, okay, we got to be prepared because there's nothing we can do about it. And we literally watch it replace jobs every other day. So you have to be doing something that a computer can't do, which is art, which is modeling, which is, those kind of things. The art of being a human, truly, is kind of where people are going to have to fall in, making food. All of them kind of things that you saw popping up are the things that cannot be replaced. And we're going to have to just double down onto that, for real.
So, like I said before, back in February the 18th, I was let go. But it was something, like you said earlier, I kind of saw the writing on the wall. I saw it a while back because, like you said, AI and how, these certain jobs are eliminating positions, trying to, change up their way of spending money.
Oh, yeah. Especially
with people like myself who I've been at my job and I was so good at my job. And I was they always depended on me to train other people.
Yep.
So you already know.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They knew who the best was, but they also knew that being one of the best mean that you was getting a lot of money. So then they well, let's just cut that person off, which is very unfortunate because the whole purpose of training is that you train people to be the best. But then the long game is you're not really rewarding
not
the
at
best.
I had 16 years there, and when I left, my employees that were texting, they were all upset, I can't believe, but we saw it coming, and to your point, because you're the best of the best or so forth, that's what they're gonna cut out, that money. I was the only person who looked like me at my level. I was the person who was over the Medicare and Medicaid division for process implementation. So there was no one that looked like me. So once I got there, it was oop, and it didn't last long.
Yeah, and it just really unfortunate. But for me, even though I started writing on the wall, and my wife would tell you the same thing, but this is something that I've been praying for anyway, because I knew that what I've been doing with Smoooth Productions, once I had even more opportunity, more time, which now I always tell people, yeah, I got time now, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, I know we know a lot of the same people, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And, you know, we've crossed paths with a lot of great people who have taken that leap of faith.
And they making it.
And they're making it, you know, so if that's something that you battle with mentally, not, I don't know if it's every day for you, but being an entrepreneur, a full-time entrepreneur, that's something that you battle with, like, you know, I'm just waiting for that breakthrough or that one big boom so I can get that nice amount of money that you're looking for. You know, how do you come into it as an entrepreneur on a daily basis?
Well, look, my mom can tell you, I crash out every once in a while. Like, ooh, I don't like, I'm doing way too much. I'm gone too much, and my account don't match it.
Right.
But then it took my son also to tell me, because he was like, yeah, I'm busier. Because I asked him, I'm like, I'm gone more than I used to be gone. Because, you know, I was working from home since 2011. I wasn't a COVID person that started working from home. I had been working from home for years. So he had never gone to, like, daycare. Like, he had been at home with me. So I asked, like, now I'm gone, you with your TTEs and all that. And he was like, you're busy. He was like, but you seem like you're happier. And so just keep doing it. And this is a child. So if the child can see, because he knew when I was working from home, there'd be times where I got to be, I got a meeting, you know, be quiet. Or he don't have to do that. Even with the meetings I have now, because I work with other entrepreneurs and people who manage their business, they get it. Their child is running in the background. They're at the grocery store having a meeting. It doesn't have to be that corporate, you know, persona for these meetings, because we're still getting things done. And so he's able to be himself all day and yell on his game as much as he wants to. And I'm able to pop in and out and check in on him, because I live in a loft building, and because he's older now and I got cameras, I can leave him home for a little bit and go do something around the corner, and he loves it. He think he have his little, this summer, that was his place.
Right.
Had his friends over, they running it. So it's definitely an adjustment. But I think knowing that he sees that I'm happier, and knowing that either way, my account might be low, but every time I get to that point where I'm like, woof, something happens, is something for me to keep pushing forward. And then I'm fortunate that I was able to get into Rung for Women. And I don't know if you're familiar with that, but that's a nonprofit where their whole goal is to help bridge the gap and get women in careers that, for one, may not have a lot of women in it, but also careers that are in high demand and that will pay them well. So the program had been going for a while, and I loved what they were doing, but when I worked for United Healthcare, I made too much to be in the program. Didn't have no job, now I qualify. And just being there with them, we meet weekly, and they have like childcare, yoga, you can meet with a financial planner, they have medical care, and they help you with roles. So I actually just finished getting my Google certification for digital marketing, which is something I kind of just been doing on the side. That's why I call myself a strategist, because I'm a person who, I'm talking to someone else about their brand, and before I know it, I'm giving them tips on how they can be seen more, what they can do on social media. So now I actually have the certification, and like the reasons why what I was saying was making sense, I just didn't know it. And I can use that to help myself and, you know, people propel even further.
And then it's also important, as you were just saying earlier, I'm really big on, we always give these corporations who don't care about us 105%.
Yes.
But then, of course, we leave, what happened, they find the next person, or like you said, AI. And I'm really big on, well, if we always giving a corporation who don't care about us 105%, why don't we give 120% to our passion?
Yep.
And I truly felt that, yes, I was laid off, but once again, I wasn't sad about it, because I knew that now a new chapter is about to begin in my life, where things are going to open up, which ever since then, I've been able to do a lot more things.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying, that I wouldn't have had the opportunity
You would have been at work.
You know what I'm saying?
You would have missed it.
At the same time, it's like, and I feel like for me, I've always preached to others, even like on this show, about trusting in God. Where is your faith? So now I'm in that season where
seeing how divine timing work for you.
I can't preach it. You know, I have to actually do it as well. and say, okay, I can't tell everyone else about the same. I got to walk like I talk it as well. So how big is my faith going to be? And for me to allow God to continue to work through me, but also doing the right things as well. It's not about, okay, well, now I don't have a job, so let me go out here and rob cars, steal cars,
right.
rob people, and, whatever it is. No. Now you have the opportunity to do what you love to do without having something
in the
holding
way.
you back.
Yeah. And put good out.
Exactly. And I don't know if you follow him, but Church from Church Productions. So, and he had a post, and shouts out to him, but he had a post recently about how he was, and you know how talented he is. You know what I'm saying? He's amazing, and I'm learning some things with him. He put me on game on a lot of things, which we'll talk about that in a second about collaboration with other people. But he had a post that he was vulnerable, like he was in a situation where he was scared that his lights were going to be turned off at his spot because he wasn't getting as many gigs as he normally get. So like you said, doing all this stuff, but the money ain't
right. You be like, I'm tired. I've been outside all day, and you look at your account, and it's not matching the amount of work you do.
Exactly.
You feel away.
Exactly. And but then to find out that Amarin has been trying to send him a disconnected letter, notice saying it's gonna be cut off, but it was sent to someone else, and that other person don't even know him, saw it and told Amarin, I want to be a blessing and pay this whole thing off.
Oh wow!
So like that's like that confirmation.
Yep, that they're on the right path.
Exactly. That what, God is gonna take care of you. Even like I had a personal story myself a few weeks ago. I'm getting the mail, and I saw a letter from child support, and I'm like, what the hell is about to happen? But then it was a blessing.
Okay.
And I'm like, oh, that's dope. So it's like God is telling you, yes, it's easy for us, and I've been saying this, and I've been saying this recently too. It's easy for us to stress. It's easy for us to naturally worry.
That's the go-to.
But it's hard for us to have faith. It's hard for us to trust. And if we can work on flipping that around, you know what I'm saying, things could be so much better. Crime will go down so much better. Just a lot of things that's going on negatively, that's going on in a negative sense in our community and outside can be so much better if we can flip that mindset.
That mindset. Oh yeah. That's my mother. That's a lot of what she talks about because she does like financial coaching and she goes by MJ Empowers. But a lot of what she talks about is it's all about the mindset. So that's why I say when I crash out, that's who I talk to because she'll help realign me.
Yeah, and that's what I appreciate too from my wife and my mom and everyone who knows me. They're like, oh well, this sucks, man. No, they all like, we know what you do.
We know what you can do.
We know what you can do.
Yep.
And let God use you. So, these opportunities that have been coming my way, who am I to say no to?
Right.
Because, I've been praying for this. So why say, oh, no, I don't think no, get out there and do it and watch God take care of you. So I think that's definitely important. But backstory, because a few months ago, I had on the show this woman. They all call her Miss Fluid. And she is someone who I've known ever since the early 2000s, because I don't know if you know this, but me and Energy started Word Up.
Oh, I've been going to Word Up since it was,
Yeah. So, this is like way back at the Cabana. Then we moved to eventually Legacy Books. And, it's been... I know Java been holding them down, and they've been on a whole different level. So congrats to them. But Miss Fluid, she was on, and we was talking about her journey, her passion, and just for me to see how things have changed in her life from when she was had a little stage fright. But then she started getting into the poetry. Then she started getting into, doing some rapping, the whole nine. And then I was showing some photos, and I was like, then I guess it was like this one particular photo she saw, and then she was like, this picture here, and it was a picture of you. And she said, now before that, I asked her, well, how are things we do being a woman in the field that you're in? You know what I'm saying? Beautiful woman, you know how men can be. You know what I'm saying? You try to get in the vans, you got to give this up, or you try to hit this stage, you got to do this for me. And her response was, I ain't gonna say it, verbatim, but pretty much it was, I really never had them issues because my sister.
Yeah.
She said that. She said because my sister, everyone knew my sister, everyone knows her, they know she don't play.
I do not.
And so still, I
think I commented on that clip too, and I don't.
and so then that's when I showed the photos, and that's when I saw you on the photo, and that's when she said that you were her sister, and I was like, oh, wow.
Oh, no. How old is that photo, Lord?
I
got a trucker hat on and some Ray-Bans.
Man, taking it all the way back.
Yes, that's pre-lock.
Yes. So I was like, man, it's a small world, because I had no idea that y'all were sisters, Yes. And I'm like, man, that is crazy. But just talk about, from your standpoint, being a big sis in your relationship.
I mean, for one, I'm everyone's big sis, so if you come up under my wing, I got you. But yeah, like when she started doing her music, and I shout out to Accurate, The Wise, Vince, like that's a real solid guy. And so in addition to having me around, and she had him too, and that was like to set the blueprint on how men should be treating you when we working together. So from there on, whenever she had something to say about how someone was moving or whatever, that means I got to show up at this event. I got to be there just in case. And I am. We had some situations where, you had to like sell a certain amount of tickets and to get your spot. And she would do what she to do, but because they had other friends or whatnot, now we in the place and y'all not putting my sister on. So, I'm in the back like, all right, next up, Fluid. I'm not like, don't play with my baby.
Right.
But that's just, I grew up with a lot of guys. Like my best friend is, like 6'7". He's only a few days older than me, but he's always had my back. They joke that I was my father's first son. I'm a tomboy. I know how to, pour a driveway and change a tire and use a table saw, all that kind of stuff. So it's like I grew up around men who were truly men, and they knew how to be masculine but not be disrespectful at the same time. So it's like I'm not about to let my sister or myself be in these situations where men think they can do whatever they want to do. And sadly, I mean, I hate to say it, but in this profession, it's not even just men. It's some women who will try to take advantage of you or put you in a position to allow a man to do. So it's like I'm 9 years older than her. So I had to keep my eye on her. But yeah, now she in Costa Rica, living it up.
Living the life.
Living it up. But yeah, I don't play. And I don't, like I said, any of my little babies out here, I don't play about them. Because there shouldn't be a reason that anyone is playing with anybody else. We all out here to do our craft. We're all out here trying to handle business, and everyone I know comes with genuine intent.
Right.
So I need us to find folks with genuine intent, or at least know that we aren't the ones.
Exactly.
So, yeah, and I'm like, I didn't get this deep voice for nothing. It's a reason why I got this bass if I need to use it.
Talk about this photo.
Oh my goodness, where are you getting these from? Is the Facebook still? I thought my Facebook was gone.
I hear that all the time.
Oh my goodness.
I hear that all the time.
I don't even know who car we in with this one. But this is just, what is this, 2008? Yeah, it's old. It's old.
I love it. Got some more, y'all. Look at y'all.
Oh, now see, this is, there's more memories behind this one because my granny, I was born in Flint, Michigan. And when my grandfather passed away in 2017, we brought my granny down here, but she was, because my aunt lives kind of far out, the home she was in was like 45 minutes in between us all. So we used to go get her, take her to get our nails done. So not in this picture, but my mama, my granny, and my son are off to the side in this picture. So it was just a whole little day that we would go do. We'd go get lunch, we'd go shop, So I miss my granny girl. We lost her a couple years ago.
That's what's up, man. That's what's up. Well, once again, she just seeing Miss Fluid, grow to the woman that she is and living the life. And then, like you said before, living in Costa Rica and doing stuff like that. Talk about that.
Oh, we had a good time. I was tired because, you know, that rain and them bugs. But
I bet it's something else out there.
Oh, we hiked because this is all cute now, but we had to hike to get here. Yeah. So, you know, that was a whole day before we got to this moment. And then, but see, that's my beautiful mother over there on the right. And then that's Candace, who's also, you know, in the middle, who you had an interview with. So we just really have some beautiful people around us. Like, we had a good time. We had a photographer with us, and he was saying, like, just our energy and how we communicated with each other, because we had to stop at the ATM on the way. And somebody was on the street playing a little guitar. You know, we hopped out that van and got out there and was over there dancing with him while the person was at the ATM.
And so, I can see that.
Yeah, and then Candace spoke a little Spanish because she can. So just, you know, the energy, and I think we definitely get that from my mom, because my mom is another person who will be outside with us now. You know, she was not one of our little friends growing up, but now that we're adults, she's definitely our friend.
Well, I mean, speaking of her.
See, Invest Fest, we had a time.
And I saw your post, I think you said something, it was kind of like in the terms of, I get it from my mama, in regards to y'all legs and everything.
It's everything, the work ethic, all of that, because what people don't know, like, so I'm the product of a teen pregnancy, but she actually, before she had to step and just go to motherhood, she had a full ride to go off to school and do programming for Cobalt back then. That was a big thing.
Yeah.
So she got married, I was 3. She was a housewife, but she was still a seamstress on the side. She was sewing things to the point where she had a booth at the, it was a market, like on Hanley.
I'm trying to think what we're talking about.
Hanley, like 270. Like, it's a McDonald's still there now, but they used to have a flea market back in the day, and she had a nice little booth there.
Oh, okay, that area.
Yeah,
okay,
it used to be a nice flea market, and she had a booth there. She was ahead of her time, for sure. So even when I was 8, 9, 10, I started making earrings to sell at her booth. So she's been an entrepreneur, she's been a hustler, and now she's a real estate investor, so she owns properties. I manage them begrudgingly, because I don't know if property management is really for me. But like, she does a lot. Like I said, she's a financial coach, she's an author. So she was there with her books. And she's also part of Recession Proof. So all of that with handling money and making sure things are together for our family, for sure we get it from her. She's the one who has a trust already in place for the grandkids.
So it's safe to say that that's probably where you got that hustler, entrepreneur ambition from, is your mom.
Yep.
That's what's up.
I think all of us got that from her.
Yeah. So you brought up growing up in Flint, Michigan. So how long were you in Flint, Michigan?
Oh, I wasn't that long. I was born there, but we moved to St. Louis when I was 4.
Okay.
Yeah, when she got married. So, yeah. I would go there annually, but once I lost my grandparents, we haven't really been up there.
So I did check out your Facebook page, and it had like 35 states on your profile. So was that just places you've been, or was that you actually lived there for
places I've been, or also places that I will service? Like, so my Facebook page, because Meta shut my stuff down in November. Yeah. So my Facebook page is mainly just attached to my Instagram for my brand. I don't even do the personal side of Facebook no more, because I had it for 20 years. So it was like, I'm not starting it over. Yeah. I'm just not. But just between places I've actually been, and then because I have these businesses where I'm helping clients in different cities, I want to put that out there, like, hey, just because you're in Houston don't mean I can't work with you. Just because you're in Atlanta don't mean, I just went to Atlanta for Invest Fest, and even while there, I ended up being able to be part of an open mic. And I just was searching on social media and found it, and they couldn't wait to have me, made me a flyer, gave me a gift, put me on the spotlight. So just them kind of opportunities I love, but.
So I know when I asked your sis about this, it was like the energy kind of shifted, and of course you know about it in regards to her childhood and what she had to endure during certain aspects, during certain times in her life. But in regards to yourself, how would you describe your childhood?
I mean, we were definitely limited to some things because we grew up as Jehovah's Witnesses. So we had to, and then also just having to realign once we left that and create our own relationship with God, because, you have church hurt, so to speak, from dealing with people and doctrines and not necessarily, But I think for me, I think it was actually slightly better than it was for my sister because I was around a lot of guys, and y'all gonna do what y'all want to do.
Who, us?
So yeah.
Why would you say that?
So it's definitely frowned upon as Jehovah's Witnesses, but I was what they call a double lifer. I was very studious in one way with them, and I was exemplary and on stage and doing what I need to do, and I was kicking it with the homeboys as well. So I had a lot of friends and friendships still from high school because I wasn't supposed to be doing that stuff, but I was. Whereas with my brother and my sister, they, to some extent, did try to follow things a little bit more, or then maybe like for that age group, those children were following a little bit more, and so they were more limited. I was getting in trouble and do I want to do. So it is kind of hard because even now, like I said with Candace grew up with me as Jehovah's Witness, but like I have friendships that are 20, 30 years long, and they can't necessarily say the same because the friendships they made in the organization, and a lot of those people did not leave. They're still there. I have friends who left, and I have friends who never were part of it that I still have in my life. So it does make things slightly easier for me. I think the hardest part for me was the fact that I left my marriage because he wasn't leaving the religion at that time. And so it was like, we got to pick one because honestly, you're not doing everything you're supposed to do. But at the same time, this is stunting what I'm trying to do. So I left the religion and the marriage within like the same year. So
basically, it was both together. The marriage and the religion pretty much was the religion part was the deciding factor into what led to the divorce.
I mean, because if we're being realistic, we probably were not even really compatible. We're great co-parents now.
Yeah.
But if you fornicate, you get shunned. You can't speak to your family and friends. So we more or less we got married because we were about to get in trouble. And it's like, I want to talk to my people.
Yeah.
So, there are a lot of marriages that just happen because
not for all the right reasons. And I'm really big on, don't try to stay in this because you have a child. Do it because you actually are genuinely in love with this person. Yep. You know what I'm saying? Or you see yourself growing old with this person, growing in love, not falling in love and just go ahead and let's get married now. No, it really has to be something in your spirit. And we were having fun together, but like our goals went aligned. Because even as a Jehovah's Witness, I always felt like I wanted my child to have a life better than I did. And growing up, we lived on the 3 acres. I had a car when I was 16. We had certain things that. I had a cell phone early. Back then, I had a cell phone at 15. So, like, I wanted my child to have better, but then with the Jehovah's Witness mentality, you're supposed to be looking toward the future and the paradise that God's going to give you. So he's still kind of limited on how he wants to progress. So, like, my ex-husband hadn't even been on a plane until we got married. Like, he wasn't looking to experience life now, like waiting for a future life. And I wasn't about that. I'm like, I'm going to experience life now. And also for the future life. So, we weren't really compatible, but we try to make it work. And like now we great co-parents, we joke with each other. We really aren't even on a schedule. My son runs his life. He go where he want to go, depending on the week type stuff. So the religion was what made us get married. So when the religion wasn't a factor, it was really not a reason for us to remain married. So, I had to ask the St. Louis question. What high school did you go to? Oh, Hazelwood Central. I'm HCHS finest. Really? Class of 03. Okay. So my wife went to Hazelwood Central. See? So you picked a good one. She's 01. Okay. Oh, so we know some of the people then, some people. Yeah. So after this is over, y'all gonna be like, that's why we was doing slides together at that event. We already together. It's a Hazelwood Central thing. It is. Yep. That's what it is. You got on black and gold right now. Yep. There it is. I wonder why. No. But no, that's cool. Yeah. That's cool. How would you describe your experience at Hazelwood Central? Like, what do you think? What did you learn most from your high school experience? How to finesse? No, we had the best of both worlds during that time. Scamming. But no, I worked in the attendance office, so I learned how to, I think I really learned that if you do what you're supposed to do, people give you a little leeway. Honestly, because I was a straight A student. I worked in the attendance office, and by my senior year, I came to school when I wanted to go to school. I was skipping with my mama. She'd come in my room like, you want to go to Goody Goody today? Let me tell them I ain't coming. So, good. But no, Hazelwood Central was good back then. We had Frank Smith as the principal. there she go.
Uh-oh. See, go Hawks. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, so we had a good time. You know, seniors could drive. Some folks were parked behind Halfway Manor North. You know, it was different then. We all still would go skating at Saints on Sundays and to the bowling alley. I enjoyed Central. I was kind of in the middle of the nerds and the cool kids, kind of.
So you said a couple things. Goody, Saints, you know, the whole lock-in.
Yes.
And I love to bring this up on this show, but like I'm very big on nostalgia. And especially in how this world is nowadays, you just kind of miss certain things, especially like before social media.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, man, I just wish this came back. Like, kids can be outside all day and not have to worry about...
You could just go to Northwest Plaza and know your people would be there. You ain't even got to call and see. Everybody just going to be there.
And I used to love going to... so I went to Vashon High School. And, I mean, back then, going to Fairground Park...
Yep.
It was no issue. It was just, we out here, we outside.
Yep.
Now you hear of a kid going to Fairground Park, they might get shot.
Yep.
You know, so it's like that freedom of just being a kid.
Because we weren't shooting. We might fight.
Right.
But we wasn't shooting.
No. It's like, yo, you going to know something, but it's not going to be like, it's going to be your last day knowing something.
No, not at all.
But it was just a genuine, you know, you can just be you. And I feel like nowadays with this society, a lot of kids are forced to be adults at a very young age. So with that being said, what is something that you definitely miss that you wish can like come back now and be like, yeah, it's back?
I miss, actually, I really miss just us not having the cell phones. I miss you being on the house phone, on the party line with like 8 people, then y'all hang up and y'all go to the movies together, and then y'all just have it the whole day. I miss being able to enjoy time with your friends detached from what social media is talking about or what social media is doing. Because like, to your point, kids are forced to be adults, or they're trying to put on a persona that they see other people have because they want to fit in with them. We didn't have as much pressure. Yeah, we had, you know, MySpace, but even with that, we were low-key coding. We were making up our own page. Black Planet, I was on there gambling. But our stuff looked different. We tried to see who our top 5 people are and, you know, putting a counter on our page so it didn't look as uniform as Facebook and Instagram, how everything even looks the same. We were able to have more of a personality. So I miss the individualism that we were able to have when we didn't have as much electronics.
You brought up something in regards to your marriage and how you were saying that you pretty much want to live life. You know, you didn't want to feel like you was restricted.
Right, or just waiting.
And what I got from both you and your sister, and this is in the most respectful way, but y'all both have like a liberated feeling, vibe about y'all. So talk about that feeling. Because it just feel like, you know, I don't care if someone sees me rocking this. I don't care if someone sees me looking this way. You know, whatever it is, I'm just gonna be me. Talk about that.
That's the running joke in my group chats, because you know I'm in my early 40s, but I'm doing everything that I wanted to do before. So I joke like, well, I'm about to go to the studio. My 20-year-old self would be so happy about this. You know, I post whatever I want to do, I'm doing it. You know, I model lingerie. Now with that specifically, again, I talked to my roommate. I set him aside, like, hey, your mama, she's gonna be outside, you know, wearing scantily clad things, but it's for a reason. Like, I need to know if you cool with it. And once again, he's like, hey, if you like it and you okay with it, just do you. So as long as my child is fine with it and he not somewhere getting teased, I'm 100% gonna do what I wanna do. And I think that's also the problem with people, is not doing what they wanna do, especially in the dating world. They're not being their full self, but they're trying to attract somebody for them, but they don't even know you because you're not being you. And then it's like, how long can you hold on to that facade of what you're trying to be for that person? And that's another reason you see stuff fall apart. So I always advocate for be yourself. If you're worried that somebody might not like it, then that means that wasn't the person for you anyway. And yeah, I'm myself all day, every day, whether people love it or not.
Right. So with that being said, do you see yourself wanting to be married again?
Oh yeah, I would get married again.
Okay.
I mean, because I can't honestly say I've ever truly been in love, you know, within a relationship. So I would like to experience that, but at the same time, I'm not like running or toward it or just trying to court every person I meet. I feel like especially right now, when I work focused on my businesses and aligning my finances, I feel like once things are together, the person who's aligned for me is also going to show up. And honestly, right now, if they watching my social media, they confused anyway. They might want to wait till I figure out what I'm doing.
What is going on with her? Who are you?
What is she doing?
Yeah. Because
They might want to wait.
ask you how is it dating? You know what I'm saying right now for you.
I actually tend to date men who don't live in St. Louis. I've tried to date men in St. Louis, and it does not.
Sorry, fellas.
Work well for me.
Wah.
I mean, I'm not saying I'm opposed to. I'm just speaking from experience. Like it just does not. The follow through, or they might be attracted to what I do, but then once they're there, they don't want me to keep doing it. Whereas
Typical.
a guy I date out of state, I can send them pictures of the lingerie showing me sitting on somebody's lap, and they're like, "Oh, that's what's up! Like, good job! Like, so how do you feel about your performance?" Like, they're gonna have more to say. They're not like, so you just out there sitting on men,
Right,
so it's like,
right.
well, when you came across my page and followed me, that's what you saw.
Mm-hmm.
You also could have came to the show and supported me, and I could have sat on you.
Mm-hmm.
But I tend to get more support. Like, case in point, I have a show tomorrow. I went to Word Up Tuesday to help promote it. My homeboy Max is also on the show. He had, a 10-minute set, so I want to support his. It was a guy in the audience who came from Memphis. He was just in town to bring his children back home for the summer. Enjoyed my set. Was like, I hate I'm gonna miss your show, but he sent me money to sponsor 2 tickets for the show. Somebody who just met me.
Right.
Now, mind you, I've been sharing this for a couple of weeks online. Ain't nobody in state like, let me send you some money to sponsor and support. So I tend to get that kind of, feedback or that type of support elsewhere. And yeah.
So, well, first we got a comment.
Uh-oh. Oh, it's my mama.
There we go. Shouts out to mom.
Definitely one of my little friends.
I love you, Keish. Yes. She get it from her mama. Yes. I'm one of her little friends now.
Mm-hmm. And is.
Shouts out to you, mom, and much love to you. You have an amazing family. Being able to have, both, your daughter, Miss Fluid, on, and now I have Iamkeysh.
Her bonus daughter, Candace, too.
There we go. So shouts out to you, mama, and for everyone tuned in, like, subscribe, share this post. Let's get even more people to tune in to Smooth Conversations, where the conversations are always smooth. So continuing on in regards to, you brought up earlier just recently about, once again, sitting on people's laps and whatever it is. Now I know for your sis, it was I got my sis. But for you, talk about being a black woman in the field that you're in, and because they see you in lingerie, because they see you at this show, because they hear your erotic poetry, whatever it is. Of course, certain men are going to have that mentality. Oh yeah, dog. Oh, I need just to talk to her, and boom, 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 boom. So just talk about your experience that you have gone through in the field that you're in.
I actually only get people trying to be disrespectful in my messages. I guess in person, I still have that commanding presence where it's like, I'm not gonna mess with her. But I will get people who, and I just have to respond to them. I said, you're acting as if I sent you these messages directly. This is on social media for all to see. If you'd like to book me for something, let me know. But you're not, because they'll request direct pictures, nude pictures. And I'm like, what from this of me working and getting paid to model made you think I'm gonna send you my body for free? It's not, so I normally I just can address it and they move on and go about their lives. But I've been fortunate to where I have not been disrespected in person, in public. So I'm hoping that continues. Even with me doing shows, I might, if I'm gonna do that and sit on someone's lap or be extra, I still speak to the person before I do it. I'm like, hey, I'm gonna do this song, or I'm gonna say, are you cool with it? And it's 9 times out of 10 somebody I've known for years that's there to support too. So it's still not just me on anybody. But even if it's a stranger or whoever, if I'm gonna pick someone out the crowd, we still had a conversation beforehand, because I don't want your hands roaming where they don't need to roam, or yeah. But I, knock on wood, I haven't had anything crazy, and I just hope I don't. Because like I said, my best friend, now he is 6'7". He was a security for, the loft and all the little bars in the area. So if he has to pull up, He will, and I have a couple. And then
Hit
I have
that button and then let's go.
my brother is now, a police officer for the city.
She did say that.
So we either way we can do it legally or illegally. I can get you for harassment,
or the other.
or you can get,
Yeah.
So just. But no, I'm very fortunate that, and I have a lot of homeboys who don't play by me either. Like a couple of them, they saw the marriage, they was around for that. Like we was looking like, but we glad you're good now. But even with them, if I'm down a little bit or I'm just feeling away, they'll come pick me up, take me out, and at the same time they looking like, all right, we got you, sis. So I really don't have no issues. I feel like, just like she said, I don't play about her, and even my homeboys, if it happened, they gonna ride for whoever I ask them to ride for as well. So, I've been good.
So you brought up how you had someone from a whole different state give you money, support. That's been one of the biggest things, and I talk about this all the time on this show, especially with artists who are trying to make a name for themselves here in the Lou. And yes, you do have some that has made a name while staying in the Lou, but just talk about the support or lack thereof that you feel from your own people.
That's a deep one, because it can be hit or miss. I have a very good village. I have a very solid crew of friends that'll show up. But how I'm outside, I'm trying to support other entrepreneurs. And I've noticed, there are folks whose events I show up to and I support that don't do the same.
It's not reciprocated.
Yeah, and so I just learned to pull back on that. And they'll notice you pulling back. But then when you bring up how they haven't been there, then it's deer in headlights type situation. But even with that, I don't deal with that often as other people. But I will say on a larger scale, the problem we have with the city is the cliques. There are some people who do respect me, like me, but I know they're not going to work with me per se because of certain other people that I have worked with. And I feel like we should all be able to keep business,
right.
and we haven't gotten to the point where we can do that.
Yeah, I agree. That, and then one of my biggest pet peeves is lack of professionalism. And especially when you're in the entrepreneur field. That should be something where, and it's something that we just lack, is pride in what you do. And my wife and I, we've been through a period where we've dealt with black companies. And, we want to support each other.
We try.
We try our hardest to support each other. You know what I'm saying? And we have a little fruit fly who wants to come into the conversation too. Little hater right here, but hopefully it'll go away very soon. But anyway, the lack of professionalism, lack of pride, that is what really bothers me a lot too, outside of the support. Cause like you said, I'll go out and support you, do this, share your post, whatever it is. But then there's times that I feel like I don't get the same thing back.
Oh yeah.
And
like, all it takes is a share and a like, and you won't even do that.
That's how you gotta do.
And I physically have bought a ticket and showed up, took a video, all of that. And you just won't even share my stuff, but that's okay.
Right. And sometimes it be the people that you're very close to that known you for years, and they be like, oh, I didn't know that you had. That's like I post stuff almost every day on my socials. Whether it's my sports talk show, the platform, sports talk show, to this, to whatever I'm doing with Smoooth Productions, I'm doing something. So people now, it may not be on the algorithm, and that's a whole nother issue right there. But like you said before, just you pour out so much, and then you're being told, oh yes, let's collaborate. I see what you're doing. Let's make this happen. And then you like, okay, well, here we go. Here we go, Lord. This is what I've been praying for. Here come that opportunity. And then you're reaching out like, hey, they're trying to see what's what, da-da-da-da-da. And you don't get no response. And I hate when people ghost.
And I'm the wrong one to ghost though, because what happens with me is, and it's probably happened to you too, that people will do that to you, and then they run into you with somebody else that they really like or whatever else, and now they want to be,
the whole click thing you were saying too.
No, cause I'm the wrong person. Cause in that moment, and it's not even me being petty, but I'm gonna be like, oh yeah, but I tried to work with you. If you check your DMs, you probably got the message open right now. Like, I'm gonna point it out. Yeah. And we both can be right here.
Right.
Cause I don't have amnesia. You might have it selective, cause you see me with somebody you like, but I'm gonna bring that back up. Like, well, I mean, I'm still available. Just respond to my message.
Speaking of collaborations, what about this guy here?
Top tier producer near. Why did you leave me, Richie? So yeah, that's my guy right there. That he's honestly, we really need to credit him for a lot of my poetry, me really getting back to performing, because when you talk about collaborating and somebody who really pours into people, this man was hosting free studio sessions for folks to just come in and get in the booth for 10 minutes. Free for us. He was paying. He had to book the studio, but he just wanted people to just get an opportunity to be on the mic so much that he was booking for like 3-4 hour sessions. You come in, get 10 minutes in, and he would mix and get you your stuff in a day. Wow. So like my first album, honestly, he was joking, like I didn't realize we was making an album until it was halfway done, because the first one is really just one take verses I did in them sessions. Just because he had just the desire to want to put into folks like that. So, he just moved back to Washington. That's why I said, why he leave me. Gotcha. He had a home that he owned in Washington, and he was rented out, living here. And then, life. He was like, that's my house. I might as well go live in my house. So him and his family moved back. But me and Shantae coming.
But I want to say this too, because this was all about just being transparent, letting others really know how you feel about certain things. But like, my wife and I both would love to have our own like event space, or multi-event space. Like, I love I can't recall the name of that spot right now. Wrong for Women. Like, I love that spot. You know what I'm saying? And how you can have events here. You can have classroom sessions here. You can have
cooking,
a photography booth. Whatever it is. Like, I want to do that for Smoooth Productions. And with my wife having her nonprofit, G for Will, Girls for Life, where she can have her, her young ladies have an area to just learn, about life skills and have events, stuff like that. But the thing is, it goes back to St. Louis, is that people root for you to do something, but then when you get to that point,
they're not. Yeah, and I can't even hold you. Brick and mortars are so hard here, because people definitely will support you in theory, and then once it's there, I've had friends had to shutter their locations because they weren't getting the support in person once. And we all at the grand openings, we there, and it's just
right.
Brick and mortars are very hard with all that overhead too, because you're paying for the space whether people are there to use it or not. Yeah.
And then all the extra stress of trying to like you said, the overhead and trying to make a profit.
And we're in a position now, when before businesses could just be businesses you look up in the white pages. The yellow pages. Now we have to be online. You got to promote yourself. You got to be social. You got to respond to comments. There's so much more you're required to do. And these larger corporations got a whole team. Macy's got a marketing team, and then they got a social media team. They got, they have all of that. But when you're an entrepreneur, you're doing all that yourself. And these are things that the locksmiths, in the yellow pages 15 years ago, 20 years ago, didn't have to worry about. So it's definitely, it's a lot more. And when you're pouring this and doing all this work, you want to find the folks who are going to pour back into you. And sometimes it's not the people you know.
So with that being said, do you see yourself wanting to stay in St. Louis, or have you already had that thought in your mind, like, maybe I need to take my talents elsewhere and expand and get out of my box and see what else is out there?
The thing keeping me here is the child. If I wasn't sharing custody, I honestly would probably be in Houston with my best friend right now.
And you said H-Town, because we love H-Town. We love
my best
Texas.
friend. I'm going there the 31st of this month. My best friend lives in Houston. She's been there for 12 years, because the lady left me when, she came to my baby shower, and then it was like she was moving. So so I would definitely I would be there with her.
Yeah. And I mean, of course, this is not trying to be like a bash St. Louis thing, but once again, we're speaking from experience.
Yeah, because it's talented folks here, but if I want to branch out, if I want to like really collab and folks to pour into you, it seems like it has to be out of state. Like Atlanta's another city. I go to Atlanta, all I have to do is get there. You meet folks who gonna cover you here, send you a car to take you there. Yeah, get you on stage here. St. Louis is just not the same like that.
Yeah. And then, like you said, the whole click thing, and yeah. Okay. And you brought up something too, where I was in a situation where if you burn me, then it don't matter how we were in the past, how great we were.
It's a wrap.
Once you showed that particular side, especially when I didn't even deserve it,
I'ma speak and move on.
yeah, it's shoot, you lucky if I even speak. I'm just saying that's the Scorpio on me. It's like, I'm loyal. I'm very dependable. I don't ghost. I don't be like, oh, my bad, I forgot. No, I'm always there. But if you do something towards me where I didn't even deserve it, then no, I'm like, I don't even know you.
I'm a textbook Aquarius, so I can definitely detach. But I'm still about community as a whole and all that great stuff. So I can detach them feelings and be like, oh, there goes so and so, and just move by my life. But it ain't. But I don't care about you. So well, that care is gone. That protection is gone. You over there.
Yeah, and for me, it's like, okay, you know what? You were part of my life for a season. It is what
over.
It is. Next chapter, because my life, your life, all lives are gonna still, move on without each other. That moment happened. Okay.
Yep.
Let's move on.
I don't even be mad. I don't even think about the person side. I see them like, oh yeah, they do still exist.
So let's talk about another journey of yourself. We talked about pretty much your backstory, you being a sister, you being a daughter and everything. Talk about your healing and wellness journey. And I see this photo right here. Speaks a whole lot, but let's talk about your health journey.
Well, I don't even know if you know, but like as a Jehovah's Witness, we really weren't even supposed to do yoga. I don't know if you know, because they act like meditation was a way that the not be that I'm knocking on people's doors. It was a great thing. I tried. We weren't really encouraged to go to therapists. I did therapy. Now I've tried a couple of therapists, and they basically told me that I ain't need to talk to them. They fired me. But it was just having conversations and it not being spiritual, but being able to express myself. So I don't know. I think I feel like I'm still kind of on a healing journey and a learning myself. Like I said, I do yoga weekly. Now that I'm in Run for Women, they offer it on Wednesdays, so I tend to go on Wednesday afternoons. But I got a great homeboy who does massages, so he'll come do that, and like really being able to, and allowed to sit with myself is a big thing for me now. It was almost like you weren't allowed to have time to yourself.
And I do apologize. There was one little part on the string for those watching that didn't hear what you said about yoga and Jehovah's Witness. So can you repeat that?
Oh, that as Jehovah's Witnesses, you weren't even really supposed to do yoga because the meditation part of it, they felt that you were allowing the devil to enter your body.
That's crazy.
So, that was just a healing practice we weren't allowed to do. Sound healing, and, going to see a shaman, any of that natural type of stuff, it was frowned upon. So it was also like exploration in addition to healing, being able to just have these different avenues to experience.
And then from the yoga to, I always see you in the gym doing your thing.
Oh, yep.
So talk about...
That's my guy too.
Yeah, talk about your crew here.
Yep, so that is Quantarius Wilson of Rock Body Academy. So I've actually been working with him, like helping with his business for 5 years. Now he's been doing this for over a decade, and he's also a pro bodybuilder, so he actually practices what he preaches. But with me being financially challenged as of late, and I felt like the trainer I was paying, I'm like, I love her, but I can't really afford to keep this in my budget. And he was like, bet, because I've been waiting on you. So I train. He doesn't even charge me. Now, the rest of y'all will have to pay. But, you know, this is a deal we work out because I work for him. But, so he doesn't even charge me. And I'm in there, and I've been going since March. And I have been seeing major changes in my body. Like, I've been wanting to build my lower half and get my legs together, and I can't even fit my shorts now. I said, oh, I ain't even know. I'm lifting heavy. I'm like, okay. But I really feel the difference with just getting up early. Sometimes I want to, but getting up early getting that working. Oh, I'm in there at 5:15.
Oh, Lord.
Like, the gym opens at 5. I get in a little time to, you know, turn lights on and get things together. But I'm at least on the way by 5:15. I'm in there by 5:30 every day. So, and I have to do it in the morning. If I don't do it first thing, I'm not gonna do it. But
that's the same way my wife is, and actually, I've started to work out with her over the last 2 weeks now. You know,
do you feel the difference in your day though? Like, if I get up and work out and I don't, I can, like, on the weekends, I can see the difference in, like, my day and my, you know, my energy and just how I feel because I didn't work out.
Energy, I won't say all of a sudden I feel like I had this big, you know, but I can tell that my body is getting used to being more active. So back in 23, I completely ruptured my patella tendon. And so I was on the shelf for pretty much a year. Trying to be young, you know, when you're 40 years old and your body tells you, what are you doing?
I still be trying.
And so like my wife she'll say, no, you ain't playing basketball no more. Like, that's a wrap. And especially me being a brand, I know that I need to be available for, you know, these gigs. So I gotta, what's more important, me trying to dunk or me trying to get this money, especially now.
On these men, y'all not going pro.
And especially with me, you know, now, especially with me being an entrepreneur, you know, full-time entrepreneur.
Because no one can show up on your behalf. It's
exactly.
You.
You know, so I had to make sure that I'm making smart decisions. But just overall, I do feel different. My body feels different, and I'm incorporating more, you know, more workout routines. And me and her both, and I feel like, because she's been working out since we met. She's always worked out. But I feel like it's something different when you're doing together. And you know, I'm sure she probably says it all the time, but I know that she appreciates.
Yeah, I would love a partner to work out with.
Exactly. So, you know, we're doing our thing.
Y'all should start making them cute little couples videos people be doing.
She be doing it.
See?
She be doing it, but
I'm about to get her Instagram.
Right, yeah, I'm gonna say, y'all need to collab, because I know she probably has some questions that she may want to ask, well, how you do this, or what you do to get this, and everything like that. So, like, with that being said, have you changed, like, your eating habits and stuff like that?
I'm supposed to have. So I'll say this, I'm not really a bad eater anyway. Like, I've always been someone who drinks water. I was already drinking protein shakes. You know, I love me some aloe water. I don't do pork. I don't do ground beef. But I'm a snacker. Like, and I hope he don't watch this, but, you know, he'll meal prep for me. And, like, it's one little meal he makes. It's like a chicken fajita bowl. And I 100% eat that with Doritos. So the Lord is still working on me.
Hey, same here, because yesterday I had some ice cream that I probably should have waited until the weekend, but I had it. I'm like, oh my God, I missed this stuff.
Them little nerd clusters been getting me lately. Somebody gave me them at Word Up, and I done been in chokehold with that little candy. Like, so I don't eat bad, but I know that if I was truly eating better, I would see more of a difference. But even still, I've seen, like, I was joking with somebody. I said, when I coughed in the mirror the other day, I could see my abs come through. Like, they under there.
Let's go.
So it's almost there. I'm definitely seeing a difference. And I told myself, starting September, I'm going to be a little bit more focused on eating right more days of the week than I am now. Because I'm definitely a snacker.
She said, Richie says she's so spoiled by bold men. What does that mean? Oh, hold on, wait a minute. Oh, bald men.
He means bald men. That's what he means. Yeah, because him too. Because I ain't paid that man for no beat. But we collab, we connect. You know, we make it happen. Now I've paid for a couple sessions, but you know, it's the value. And he and I specifically, honestly, going back to something you said earlier, he and I have talked about this. He and I will barter because he has events, so I'll do Eventbrite or whatever. But another thing with entrepreneurs, when you try to barter, I don't know if you've noticed that they're not giving you the same quality as if you paid for it. And I'm like, that's not how it works.
Exactly.
The quality is still supposed to be what it costs on paper.
Right.
But it's like, because you didn't get the cash, you're not giving me the quality, but I'm still giving you the same amount of quality I would have.
Like, and I'll say this, like, don't ask me to do some photography or some drone or some DJ services, but then in return, and I mean, this stuff is like, it can be thousands of dollars.
The equipment itself is worth a lot.
And so, like, I'm down for the bartering, but don't be giving me stuff that's gonna be like $200 something and that's it.
Right, or they want you to do it for exposure. I'm exposed.
No.
You came to me because you know who I am. I don't need exposure. I don't need it.
That ship sailed when I was in my early 20s. You know what I'm saying? I'm about to be 45 coming up soon. So I don't have time to, I just want to get out there and get exposed. No. And,
I don't need it.
And that's why, especially with me in this entrepreneurship era that I'm in, it's like, it's gonna have to be a really sweet deal if you want me to barter. If not, give me my money.
100%. Yeah, I need to see a value in it.
Yeah. And it's no shade, but it's like, I'm not like this other person. This other person may be retired or has a full-time job while doing this particular thing. Don't treat me like someone else.
Right.
Because your story is different, my story is different
100%.
as well.
100%.
So it's like, hey, you can't be mad at me if I say, no, I apologize, but no bartering here. It needs to be.
Because that's how I am with modeling now. Like, I know I'm not, a size 2, 5'11" or whatever, but no one is in this area. The clothes y'all selling don't fit them people, no way.
Yeah.
But what I do is sell tickets. So if you want me to be there, you need to pay me, because you're making money off of me. And you want me to spend my time, you want me to get my hair done, get my makeup done, come change clothes in some closet, 3 times. Mm-hmm. I need some money for it, or else I'm gonna just be at home.
Exactly.
Because I've been doing, before I started runway modeling, I was in music videos getting paid to do that kind of stuff. A lot of the stuff that you see me outside doing, I'm either being paid to be there, I'm being, it's comped. I'm getting drinks or whatever to promote it.
So I'm glad that you just said that about the music videos and the modeling. So do you feel, because of what you do, that people are only seeing you for just one thing?
Some newer people, perhaps, like people who just met me maybe at the poetry scene or whatever. But the folks who've been around, they've been around and they've been watching and rooting for me. They talk about me in rooms I'm not in and be like, oh yeah, because I've gone to places and they're like, oh, you're Keisha. And I'm like, yes. And they'll tell me, oh, so-and-so mentioned you because of this and that. Mm-hmm. And now you're here doing blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, oh yeah. And and that's how we end up connecting. It's honestly getting to the point where I'm having trouble remembering like where I met people at, because they'll run up to me speaking to me and I'm like, you seem familiar, but is this because of property management? Is this because of modeling? Is this because of music? Is this because of, it's all over the place.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
and I've gotten that too at times. I'll be somewhere and they be like, oh, what up, Smoooth? I'm like, hey, what's going on? Who are you?
Right. I have a bias that says Iamkeysh. I said, let me stop wearing this. Sometimes I feel like y'all identifying me because I got this on and I do not know who you are.
Yeah. But you brought up modeling. So what got you into modeling? And talk about this photo right here.
Oh, see, the furry godmother hooked me up. So I had already been doing like print modeling, and it was one of the things I wanted to do as a Jehovah's Witness, but you weren't really supposed to do it. And so once I left, I'm like, I'm out there. So as far as runway, I was actually going to CeCe's Private Pieces shows because I supported her as a businesswoman because she's dope. And I'm like, this seemed fun. I want to do it. And I just went to an audition, and next thing I know, so she was like, only you would start runway with lingerie. So I actually started unclothed, and then we progressed to me modeling for other people with clothes on.
and what's funny is that my wife knows CeCe very well.
Oh yeah, because Hazelwood Central's finest, yes.
Okay, so that could be
yes, Hazelwood Central.
But yeah.
So yeah, I think I really feel like if you start runway modeling in lingerie, you have no choice but to be confident, So once I started that journey, I'm like, okay, I do enjoy this, and I started auditioning for other things. I had a couple of experiences last year, like the one I had a show at the Fox beautiful. They had our pictures on the marquee. You know, it was a really good experience, and being able to do things like that led to that. So the furry godmother, she did like a contest online. It was just like, I got spots in, at New York Fashion Week. I need some models. I submitted. My people had my back. They poured in and voted, and I ended up going. And she actually mentioned that she might have space again this year. So we gonna see if I end up back out there or not. But
so as you were getting into the modeling game, were there some people that you were inspired by that kind of gave you some tips along the way, or was it pretty much self-taught?
oh yeah, there were some people that gave me tips. Brittany, I don't know if you're familiar, or you might see me reshare, but XO Model Agency. It's ran by Brittany Breckenridge, and she was definitely giving me tips. And then you mentioned church production. So Chi Anderson, love Chi down. Even before the modeling thing, just now I'm giving you more backstory, but I happened to buy some shirts because she had a Prize and Shine Foundation. Bought some shirts from her, and then she got online and told her story about being divorced and da-da-da. I'm like, wow, because I was starting to go through that. I had never met her in person, literally just bought them online. I was at Tiny in Clayton, closed, another nostalgic place. I'm in the room at the bar by myself, and I kind of feel the room get like warm. Like, I just look at the door, and it's almost like a light. She is at the door. So that's how I met her, just in person. She happened to come in. But she gives great posing tips. She even wrote a book on posing. So like between those two, they have really like inspired and helped the game. And again, she was, over 40, entrepreneur, rebranding herself, living her life, and fabulous at it. So yeah. Dope. Definitely a motivator.
Dope. And I mean, once again, you get around the right people.
Oh yeah.
Then those right collaborations are going to happen. Because she could have been like, oh, no, I can see where she's going to try to be better than me.
No, she's definitely big sister energy.
What do you call her? Gatekeeping.
Oh yeah, no, and not like that at all. Definitely big sister energy.
That's what's up. And I talk about this photo right here.
Winterfest. Okay, yeah, that was good too. That was an opportunity that kind of presented itself through A.K. Brown. So she does a lot with the fashion. She actually has like I won't call it a residency, but she has like a collaboration with On God, where like their staff can come and like she can come style you, or not their staff, but like guests can have her come style you. So just amazing. But this was a really good collaboration. I got my homegirl Shaquille behind me. When I started modeling, I was like, you should come model too. And she was like, okay. And she started modeling too. And then, let's do it. And then behind her, I call him my model little brother. But another good person I met, just out here modeling. And he's super supportive, will show up and sending birthday money. He just got, they're not recently married. They've been married for maybe a year and a half now. But just super cute and supportive. Just, you find your people in these kind of events. You really do.
Love it. Let's see. And then Richie says, is it necessary to gatekeep at times? I'm just watching and chatting, talking, ignore me.
Is it necessary to gatekeep? I don't know about, I could say there might be certain people you may not necessarily want to work with directly, but I still wouldn't say that you would be gatekeeping. That just means that's not a good fit for you. The whole idea of just blocking people in general, because
that's the issue.
Like, nah, I don't think it's ever necessary just to be blocking people. Just because.
That's the issue. Is one thing that like you said, maybe not tell this person, probably because the way that their attitude is,
they may not align with this particular project or who else you're working with.
Or like. And I know there's some DJs out there who just feel like they're like the best thing since sliced bread. And it's like you don't have to do all that. You know what I'm saying? Just allow your talent to show that, and everything else take care of itself. But you don't have to be, I'm the best damn DJ ever in the world. Can't no one mess with me. You know what I'm saying? While you're playing the same mix that I could have easily did.
Right, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So I am a DJ snob, so I just be like, all right.
Yeah. So you'll never hear me go out to an event. Yeah, I'm the best DJ. Now I will say I'm the smoothest.
Yeah.
And that's with 3 O's. But you're not gonna have me, hear me say, oh, I'm the best ever in the game, and if you don't book me, then that means
can't
that
nobody rock
that,
with you, and
that,
everybody else
that
is
your
second
event
best.
ain't
Yeah.
gonna be the same,
No.
and whatever it is. No, it has to be a humbleness, because as you've been blessed with this opportunity, it can be taken away just like that. And I think that's been the issue going on too, with especially here in St. Louis, is there's, and I always say this, money is never gonna run out. No matter how hard the dude in DC is trying his hardest, but the money is not going to run out. There is room for everyone to eat.
Oh my goodness, and that'd be the thing. It's room for everyone. You're not going to be everyone's taste or style or whatever. Like, even if you are the best DJ for the trap music crowd or whatever, it might be another one who's best for R&B. But it's like everyone can find their niche. Everyone can find their crowd if you allow the space. Cause all the department stores, all them stores at the mall together. They wasn't like, oh, I'm not gonna be at the mall because Nordstrom is there. Like, they everybody there together. They know they can attract different people. They have different things to offer. So do we.
Exactly. Once again, smooth conversations, where the conversations are always smooth. Enjoying a great conversation with Iamkeysh. Pleasure to have you on the show. Once again, as we continue to just have a good, genuine conversation. You know what I'm saying? This ain't about throwing shade or all the other stuff that you've been seeing. It's just a really, truly great, genuine conversation. So once again, hit the like, hit the share. For those tuned in on Beat District Radio, shouts out to y'all. Spread the word, share, and let's, spread more love. Let's talk about the artist. When did you know that you wanted to be an artist?
So I've been writing poetry since I was young, and I used to perform at Legacy back in the day. So it was always there. Again, shout out to my homegirl Elena. She had one of them big box TVs in the basement, and we used to record all the Destiny Child stuff and all the videos. I think we was gonna be somewhere doing some stuff, but again, the limits. But I think once I stopped going to the Kingdom Hall and stepped away from the marriage, I felt like at some point I was gonna get back on stage and get more involved. What's crazy is while I was married, I started losing my words. I wasn't able to write as much. It was like the longer I was married, I couldn't really, they weren't coming. Once I left that situation, left the religion, I was starting to write again. Things were flowing. So I'm like, okay, here we are. So, again, shout out to Richie though. Once I got back in the studio and kind of really felt that fire and heard the beats behind it, all his original beats, I'm like, okay, yeah, I gotta take this somewhere. I hit him up like, I need a performance track. I went to Java, and it's been up since then. Now, I'm a little funny as far as I only go maybe like once or twice a month. So I go too many times, people not gonna pay to come see me other places. Right. But I just really appreciate the crowd there, because they definitely rock with me. Out they get quiet. People come back to their seat, pay attention, and then the production. You might have had some influence on how they moved to Java and decided to do more production, because that's one of the few open mics in the city that you can get your footage from. So when it's said and done, what I can get on YouTube, I can find my footage, I can scrape it. I actually have used that footage to send in to get paid gigs from other places.
Dope.
So, yeah, I love being on stage. I'm gonna be on stage tomorrow. I got a 10-minute set in front of my homeboys, 25 to life and lifers, and I'm definitely gonna show out with my Richie IV beats. I'm gonna do a couple acapella, and I'm gonna do 3 with my producer's beats behind it.
So for those who have not experienced the Iamkeysh on stage, what can people expect to experience?
Some nice sultry storytelling, my poems tend to be more relationship based, but relatable. So I might talk about, a woman feeling a kind of way about a man's responsiveness to her. I might be talking about, how I feel like I might have found the one after eating my little 12 grapes on New Year's. It just depends on the poem, but it's meant to be relatable. It's meant to be things that you can play with, with your lover. I be laughing because people talk about how, they don't like their friends walking around in shorts around their boyfriends or whatever else. My friends be coming up to my sets with they men, like, here, my homegirl she doing erotic poetry, come out. So it's like, even everybody is supportive because it's meant for relationships. my ultimate goal is really to link up with Rimrod. We talked a little bit about it, but like, and get some of my stuff sync licensed, like get it on BET or Tubi movies, so behind some of these scenes, because that's kind of where they do fit. So that's the next step forward. But I'm gonna keep getting on stages as much as they let me, and saying my words. You know, drop my little voice, put my put my tone on for the stage.
That's what's up. And how often, when you're performing, do you just get like just lost in that zone where you just know that my own stuff got me?
I mean, honestly, anytime I perform, it's almost like I start and it's over. Like I'm in the zone the whole time. I'm like, I guess I said all the words right, because once I'm in there, and I love it. People talk about how you can't really see the audience. That is true.
Yeah.
The light will be in your face. You might not necessarily see the crowd, but you feel it. You feel the energy. You hear them. You feel the presence of the room. It's nothing like it.
And that's what I'm gonna ask you next, is talk about that feeling of knowing that you're in front of the mic. Not, I don't want to like the Pied Piper, but you just know that once you start speaking, like you said, people know that you're about to speak. They may be in the hallway. Oh, wait a minute, here comes Iamkeysh. So just talk about.
I appreciate it. I love it.
Just talk about that feeling for you, knowing that you're able to control the audience, being on stage, and you're about to go ahead and just spit something, you know what I'm saying, and get into your bag. Talk about that feeling for you being on stage.
I love it. I mean, because you got to remember, too, as a Jehovah's Witness, I was on stage, but I'm on stage, like, practicing how you talk to people at doors. Or I've spoken in front of, 800 people at an assembly. But these are words that were given to me for me to regurgitate most of the time. Whereas now it's like, I wrote this. This came to me. I'm feeling these words, and now I'm sharing it with people who actually want to hear them. They came to see me. Yeah, I love it. It's empowering, but it's also like, it's affirming, I would say. Yeah, it's affirming.
Got a question from your favorite producer. He says, what's your favorite song between Skin to Skin, Grip, or Passenger Princess? And he got the eyes emoji.
I'm going to have to still stick with Grip. I mean, Grip holds a special place in my heart, because that was definitely like a one-take Drake initially. But that was one where my unofficial manager came from Memphis, gave me some pointers, and I took them and ran with it and went back, re-recorded it. And I'm like, okay. So Grip is going to hold a special place. Now, Passenger Princess is new. He's trying to be slick. That hasn't dropped yet. That's going to drop next Friday.
That quick little promo. I ain't mad at you.
Yeah, so but that's going to be one too. That's so he helped create that beat, but it's actually the Kalani's like Can I beat. He had to kind of adjust it. Yeah. So yeah, that's going to be a good one too. But I'm still partial to Grip right now.
So just so everyone can know, because you do have some stuff out there, some previous albums out there, and I did see this one that you just recently had come out. Is that correct?
Yep.
Talk about that album right there.
So this is the one that's mainly where I feel like it should be sync licensed. It kind of goes through kind of relationship steps. So like the songs go from the guy being like a sneaky link to deciding like he really wants to be in a relationship, and then it gets a little, flirty, involved in the bedroom type stuff. So it's a nice climb to it. It's not too long. There's only, 8 or so tracks, but it's one that we completed this year, and we just kind of put it out there and ran with it. And that's actually me. So, we be using some AI stuff, but that's actually me in my house in the background. So I try to make some things actually real. Yeah. Even though we are moving toward the,
AI, like you said.
So I made this in Canva.
And in regards to like the studio, when you're doing a track, how long do you think how long does it take, you think, to finish?
Like track? 10 minutes.
Really?
Like most of my tracks, most of them, I just went in and just did it in one take. But, we might come back and then do like some layers in the background, the ad-libs. And then that's what I use. Because if I'm going to, I'm not a person I don't like to perform over my own words. So I need performance tracks. So I'll redo and I'll do like some vocals in the background. But the main verbiage, I want to be speaking that into the mic, like live. So, lay the whole thing, go back and do some ad libs, and it really only take about 10 minutes to do a song.
Okay.
Now I also have like sleep stories, and the sleep stories themselves are like 6 to 10 minutes long. So those take a little longer because if I stumble on a word, I want you to go back so I can fix it.
Right.
But yeah, I don't play around in the booth. I do utilize the time well, for sure.
Do you have like a certain routine when you see you're like, oh, I gotta have the room dark, or I gotta have some wine with me, or some tequila, or whatever it is, so you can be in that zone and ready to go ahead and do your thing?
I always have Mighty Kind with me.
Gotcha.
So I always got me some CBD or some THC. That's usually what you'll
Something
catch
to
me.
relax you.
Yep, catch me in the street. Because even with that company, I started off as a customer. Then I ended up being a brand ambassador because I was sharing them so much. It's like, y'all, you keep bringing us people. Do you want a discount code? I'm like, sure. And then now here we are. I work with them. So natural progression. I take that to the airport with me to sip before I get on the flight. So yeah, I would say I take my little CBD, THC seltzers. That helps me stay grounded. So, and you don't have to worry about hangovers or anything like that.
So with that being said, it's about the airport, but how much of a blessing has it been for what you have been doing as your passion, that it's allowing you to go and travel and do these different things?
I'd be shocked sometimes myself, honestly, because like I told you before, even my son was like, you be busy, but you seem happier. Like I'm actually experiencing things. I'm able to be in music videos throughout the week because I'm not at work. So just being able to actually make money off of things I enjoy it's crazy. I was working a job that sometimes I'd be so stressed, I have lockjaw. I have migraines. So it was, and then mind you, I wasn't gonna quit it though. I was still working there, right? It took them to let me go to be like, all right, I'm gonna double down on myself.
Right.
So yeah, it's enjoyable though. I just be surprised at it. But like when I went to Atlanta and just the love that you get, they made me 2 flyers. I said, oh, y'all couldn't even choose a picture. Y'all done hooked me up. They gave me a little special bottle and little bag and everything, shouted me out. So it's to get that kind of love elsewhere is unmatched. It really is. And I, at 41, I didn't think I'd be now traveling and touring.
Yeah. Has there been someone that you've been surprised that you've been able to cross paths with while doing what you're doing?
Like somebody famous, or just like in general? Well, I would say AJ McQueen, even though he's from here. AJ the Great. I have literally seen that man like 6-7 times in the past year. Like even when I went to Invest Fest in Atlanta last year, I'm just in the hallway. I'm like, AJ, you're like, what's up? We take a picture together. So people like that, and it's even inspiring because that's someone who is from here. He went to Houston. He made a name for himself. He comes here and supports all the time, but he's also someone that if I tag him in a story or I comment on something, he responds and he manages his own social media. So to know that you got somebody who did level up, they're making, he's an independent artist, making his living off of what he's doing and loving, and still takes the time out to support and talk to his fans and, his St. Louis folks. Yeah, I love it. But yeah, I think for him, I didn't imagine running into him this many times since I've been,
amazing.
Out and about.
That's amazing. I'm gonna have you look at that camera, your own camera, and what is some advice that you would love to give those who are thinking about the entrepreneur world or may be forced because of the economy of pursuing the entrepreneur world?
I would say to do what you actually love, not just necessarily what you're good at. For me, I'm good at a lot of things, but that doesn't mean you enjoy it. And if you really want to make your money off of your passion, it has to truly be your passion. So I would just say, do not get sidetracked just because you're good at something. If you're not enjoying it, you're not going to want to wake up every morning and do it. The same as you might not want to do the job you had before. So truly pick what makes you happy and what can also make you money, and focus on that for sure.
And I know you said that, how you have your security, if need be, make that phone call or whatever it is. But also talk about, for you, trust.
Oh. Honestly, a lot of the trust, one is in myself to read the room and kind of feel, like to understand that I'm safe where I am. You have to, because I do a lot of things by myself. I do pop out at networking events. So there's a trust in knowing that I'm a good judge of character myself, and that, okay, this is someone I want to connect with. But then also really paying attention to who you're meeting and whether their words are meeting their actions, to know that that is a person that you can also trust and bring on your journey. And I've had friends around for decades, but a lot of my closer friends right now might be people I met in the last few years. Like we mentioned Shantae earlier, comedian Shantae Love. This year, look, next month it'll be our 3-year friend anniversary. So we met at someone else's birthday party and just kicked it and had a whole little time. And so every year at that friend's birthday party, we celebrate our friend anniversary. But I haven't even known her a full 3 years. And that's a person where her daughter spent out of my house. I would trust her to go get my child. Like, I learned to feel that energy and to see her actions matching her words. No, like, yeah, that's a person I'm gonna bring along with me. First you need to trust your own intuition.
Right.
Hone it if you don't trust it.
Right.
And then that'll help you know who you can trust.
Yeah, because I've been in situations where because you know, especially with what I do is you're opening up a lot to someone else, you know, and certain things, you know, you like, well, I do want to keep to myself, but you don't want to always do things by yourself at the same token.
Because they say you want to go, if you want to go fast, you go by yourself. You want to go far, you go together.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So then you think that you have that like-minded individual, but then I've came across, you know, situations where I've been burned. And so like for that stretch, it was like, man, is it meant for me to just do it by myself? You know, knowing that you want to collab, knowing that you want to, you know, have this person to do this and be able to trust again and whatever. So it could be that thin line of wanting to say, you know what, I don't want to do it by myself, but I know if I do it by myself, of course, that's more money for me anyway, you know, but still.
A lot more work.
But as you get older, it get taxing on you. So you don't want to keep putting yourself in a situation where you're hurting yourself because you're trying to do everything by yourself.
By yourself, yeah. I will say I'm an observer too. I'm gonna sit back and peek the scene and kind of watch for a while too. So I'm very good at identifying, you know, pink and red flags. Just even in conversations, because people associate red flags with relationships like dating, but in any type of conversations, I'm paying attention. Like, okay, wait a minute. He said that he got up early because he wanted to go such and such, but now he's saying that, you know, like I'm catching all of that to know, like, all right, that might not be a person I'm aligned with because already the math is not mathing. So just really being observant, I say, has helped me. I've been in situations where I almost got played, but it's like I already felt the way about that person. Like, I don't know. Like, I'm gonna go to this event, I'm gonna let them sit by me, but I don't know if I'm gonna sign an agreement to do something with them. And then a month or so later, we trying to work on something with somebody else, and that same person, they have an issue with that person. I'm like, see, I was right. I knew not to. So again, you know, knock on wood, I haven't had any situations where I have been just flat out burned, but I've had some close calls, and it's really taken me to look at what's being said and done and move a different way.
So your producer asked this question, but I already asked it, and you pretty much said that if it wasn't for your son, you would be already out.
Yeah, I would be in Houston.
Yeah. So yeah, Richie, you know, you may not be the only one, you know, that had to go ahead and make moves and, you know, do your thing outside of St. Louis. So there goes that. But once again, this has been such an incredible conversation. I do have some more photos, so I just want to.
Oh no!
Oh yeah. So just want to get your thoughts on, you know, the photos, what the photos mean to you, and the whole nine. So let's go ahead and show off this photo brought to you by Smooth Moments.
My shooter. That's Langston Ewing. Really underrated photographer. He does, like how you saw my people be shooting it, he does not amp himself up nearly enough. But he does a lot of the photography that you see on my page. A lot of the photos are from him. He just did Fashion Week, St. Louis Fashion Week. He's going to be doing photography for an upcoming show that I'm part of, House of Night, October 18th. But yeah, so this was actually, though, I requested this photo. So this was his birthday shoot, and he was just like, I want to be a little Hugh Hef type situation. So me and the girls pulled up on him, but I'm like, come on, we got these locks. I'm like, shooter, let me get one picture. Let me get a picture of our locks out there. So we did this. This is one of my favorite photos for real. Yeah.
Dope. So shouts out to him, man.
Yes, Langston Ewing Media.
Let's see here. Let's see about this photo here.
Oh, who's child? Where are you getting these from, Lord? You must have stole these before my social media got shut down, because ain't no way. Where did this come from? So I was mentioning Elena earlier. That's Elena on the left. And then
okay.
So this was Lord, this was Nia's 21st birthday weekend. So
Okay.
you know this was a long time ago. You talking about what, 2005? How old is that girl? Yeah. And I guess I didn't get the memo that we was wearing dark colors.
Right.
But that was when Shisha was Lola? Is that right?
Yeah.
And you could get crab cakes and stuff?
Nah, not a crab. I don't know about the crab cakes,
Was
but
that was a while ago, yeah. Yep. But there's Shisha now. But yeah. Elaine and I, we were Jehovah's Witnesses together. We grew up together since age, 5? So I would call her my rider, but really I'm her rider because she's the one who always had wheels. We talking like Barbie car at age 5, then she had a go-kart when she was 14, then she had the Altima, then she had the Eclipse. She lived like 5-6 minutes from me, and that was my person I roll out with when we was out there hanging with the homeboys doing what we weren't supposed to do. Yep. Telling all your business, Elena, when you watch this.
It ain't my fault.
We'll be together this weekend. It should be all right.
All I'm doing is showing the photo. But so this next one, this is going to the being liberated, but also you brought up that you've been in these situations while performing, and you know how some dudes, if a dude like you, you know they seen you from you being a performer, but then they get in their feelings.
Yeah, like you out here doing too much.
Exactly. And then when you are doing performances like this, what is like the initial reaction that you're getting from not just men but from the women when you are performing something like that? I mean, 'cause like even look at Cece's face in the background.
Women be my biggest fans. Like 55 to 60% of my people be the women. Like, gone girl. Like if I body is tea. Like women gonna support it. They're gonna support it and say, do you? If I had it, I'd do the same. You know, like all of that. So I love the ladies. They do all that. The men be like, so when you gonna come to my house and show me that? I'm not. We ain't gonna buy a ticket to the show.
Right.
But not you froze on that piece. And then it's funny too, cause I did a lot with this little outfit.
And see, I was gonna have the video, but like, nah, I'll just get the photo going because you almost had a man propose to you after you got done with that performance.
I was doing a lot, and even with this, like right there, like T, like I know her, so before this performance, I'm like, hey, I need you to do me a favor. Like when I come up with this mic, can you untie mine? She's like, I got you. So I'm still, you know, the folks be prepared. They know what's going on. But even with this, so I sent this to a guy and talked to him. He was like, yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Like show out. Like say that for me. They not like, I can't believe that you just out here like that. Nah, I don't get that from them out of state.
So once again, this has been amazing. Smooth conversations where the conversations are always smooth. So this last photo, I put these two together because you know everyone has that journey in their life where you're in, you know, one stage, and then you're like,
oh no, we doing it before and after.
Oh yeah, and you like, look at me now, you know, hey, look at me now, and of course, because I didn't know you, but I do my digging. I try, you know, do my
right. You're a real journalist over here,
yes,
boy.
I'll be doing my due diligence, and when I saw this, I was like, oh wow, like, you know, I had no idea, but then also just to me, and you can definitely answer this question yourself when you see the photo. But I think when I saw this, it kind of answers why, outside of the marriage, why you may have that liberated feeling because of what you may have gone through, maybe even looked back at, you know, look at a certain time in your life. So talk about this before and after, and what would you say to the woman on the left and who you are right now on the woman to the right?
Ooh! Oh, wow! I ain't seen this. Where did this come from? I think to the woman on the left, like, listen, we can do this. We got it. And then to the right, we did it. Like for real. Because that was fresh in my lock journey. That was right after I had tried to do a relationship after my marriage that didn't work out. Me holding babies that don't belong to me. I'm always doing that. Still, they spent, like that one was spending at my house 2 weekends ago, the one on the left. But now it's like, yeah, I've done it. I'm here and I'm me. And my body looks better now than that too. I'm gonna take that photo again. Since I've been in the gym. But even with that, like that was a CC shoot that she obliged me that we did in my loft building. And I was like, I got a good space in my loft. Like maybe we could come do something over here. And we rocked it out. My homeboys came and helped us watch kids because one of the girls had their son with her. But just even with that, because it was like, as Jehovah's Witness, you were taught that your only community was going to be within that organization. Everybody outside was there to get you. But I definitely have built a community now, and I'm definitely glowing.
The glow up is real.
Yeah, definitely glowing now versus before.
So talk about, if you can recall, the mentality that you had on the woman on the left, and the going through divorce, and then you trying to move on, and of course as you see the weight. But what was going on during that time in your life?
Oh, it was still very much like unsurety. Like I'm out here, but did I do the right thing? Like should I have tried? Because or maybe some people know, but like my son was playing. Like I always wanted one son. I wanted to have him by 30. I wanted to have a house. Like all that stuff, I lined all that stuff up. I wanted to be married a certain amount of years before I had my child. So I did do all of those things. But it was still like I tried to do everything right, and I'm still laying down unhappy at night. So now to know that I be tired, I'm at peace. Sometimes I don't even know I went to sleep until I woke up because I done passed out, just laid out. But it's a whole different feeling. It's a whole different feeling now.
Well, just congratulations on where you're doing right now, what you're doing right now in your journey. It's a great, and I hope that people who have been tuning in to this episode can really be inspired by what you have gone through, what you're doing right now, and you just never know who can be watching this now or later on, because the show will be archived as soon as we're done, so they can look back as many times and check it out. But with that being said, you can look at that camera. Do you have any special shout outs? Where can people find you and the whole nine?
I feel like I kind of shouted all my people out during the show. If you were paying attention, I do have a show tomorrow at Oz Red Room. It is, the doors open at 8. My set is about 8:59-ish. But I would say get there at 8 and just really rock out with everybody. But yeah, just follow me. Iamkeysh on all platforms, and I collaborate. I'm a girl's girl. If you are a girl's girl, but no, I'm outside. Everybody's big sister, and I'm here to support. So as long as you are a genuine-hearted person, please connect with me, because that's who I'm here for.
Love it. So let's just take away, being a mom for a second, a sister or daughter, of course. A model, take away being a muse, a strategist, an artist. Who is Keisha Barnhart?
I'm just a creative, going day to day, honestly. Finding ways to express myself to myself and to others the best way I can. Simple as that.
Love it. Well, everyone else, definitely stay tuned for many more performances, many more appearances as she be outside in a respectable way. But thank you very much.
Yes, thank you for having me.
Yes, it was my pleasure. For everyone else, thanks for tuning in to Smooth Conversations, where the conversations are always smooth. Make sure y'all go ahead and scan the QR code right now, or go to Productions.com. Once again, that's Smoooth with
3 O's.
There we go. Because you put in 2, you ain't going to find the right one. I am a DJ, provide custom apparel. So, like, yeah, I know if you having your stuff going on, you need some shirts made for yourself. Hey, I know someone. Need some audio visuals done for private, corporate, any type of event, sound engineering, podcaster, talk show host. You're trying to get your own thing going, let's make it happen. Photography, videography, and drone services as well. And don't forget to show love on YouTube. Just put in Smoooth Conversations, like, subscribe, hit that bell. Go to beatdistrictradio.com, download the app. You'll be tuned in every Thursday night, 6 p.m. Central Standard Time, whether it's live or a pre-record. You also, my show will follow my boy, the Rhythm and Flow Show, hosted by JD the DJ. Shouts out to him and shouts out to everyone else from the district family. Once again, check out the website. We're doing amazing things. We are part of the community, and we are going to continue to grow and do some incredible things. Lastly, if you want to be a sponsor of the district, shoot us an email, info@beatdistrictradio.com. Have your company, your business, your passion be promoted, be given the love that it deserves on the district. With that being said, stay tuned for many more upcoming great Smoooth conversations. Y'all have an amazing rest of your evening.
What you have just experienced was brought to you by Smoooth Productions. Until next time, stay tuned and stay smooth.